Good evening, everyone. First of all, I want to say how deeply honored I am to be here tonight, standing before you to talk about a subject that touches so many of us, quietly, deeply, and sometimes painfully, the midlife crisis. When I was younger, I used to think midlife would be a destination of certainty, a moment where life made sense. I imagined waking up at 40, 45, or 50 with a profound sense of mastery over my world. But life, as we all know, has a far more fascinating and complicated plan. Tonight, I'm not here to offer cliches about sports cars or impulsive life changes. I'm here to walk you through the real story. How biology, culture, and history have shaped what we call the midlife crisis. And why, perhaps, it's not a crisis at all, but a crucial, transformative chapter. 1. The longing for wisdom and why it feels delayed. When I turned 40, something unexpected happened. Not the celebration, not the jokes about being over the hill. No, what hit me was a soft, unsettling realization. I don't have it all figured out. In fact, I might feel more lost than ever. Many of us were taught to believe that adulthood would deliver clarity, that there would be a time when the chaos would settle and we would finally understand ourselves and the world around us. But when 40, 50, and even 60 roll around, for many, that certainty remains elusive. Instead, what emerges is a powerful blend of reflection, reevaluation, and, sometimes, discomfort. 2. Reggie's story, a mirror of midlife. Let's step back a few decades. Picture Reggie, a middle-aged man from suburban England in the 1970s, created by novelist David Nobbs. Reggie Perrin's life was ordinary. A steady job, a respectable marriage, a safe, quiet existence. And yet inside, he was crumbling. Day after day, riding the same commuter train, going to the same office, exchanging the same pleasantries, until one day, the walls of his carefully built life closed in. He burned old mementos. He fantasized about disappearing. Eventually, he faked his death, shed his old identity, and tried to start anew. Sound dramatic? Perhaps. But if we're honest, Reggie's story isn't that far from the silent questions many of us whisper at 2 a.m. Is this it? Is this the life I was meant to live? 3. The psychological landscape, identity and crisis. So what triggers this turbulence around midlife? Psychologists like Carl Jung and Erik Erikson believe that human development isn't confined to childhood and adolescence. No, midlife too is a crucial developmental stage. Jung spoke of individuation, a journey to integrate all parts of ourselves, especially the parts we've ignored. Erikson described midlife as a conflict between generativity, creating, nurturing, contributing, and stagnation, feeling stuck, purposeless. At midlife, many find themselves grappling with a profound question. Have I built a life that truly reflects who I am, or have I just been following a script? And when the answers are murky or painful, it can feel like the ground beneath us is shifting. 4. Biology joins the story, senescence and physical change. But it's not all in our heads. Biology plays a starring role too. Peter Medawar, the Nobel Prize-winning biologist, described aging as a biological problem we haven't fully solved. He used the term senescence, the gradual decline of the body's systems, to explain why even as we accumulate wisdom, our physical bodies begin to betray us. Gray hair, stiff joints, reduced energy, a slower metabolism. Each tiny physical change whispers, time is moving forward, whether you're ready or not. And these whispers can crescendo into existential anxiety. 5. Gendered narratives, men, women, and midlife transitions. It's impossible to talk about midlife without acknowledging how gender colors the experience. Historically, midlife crises were painted as a male phenomenon. The man buying a red convertible, the man chasing youth and virility. Women's experiences were often tied more tightly to biology, menopause, empty nests, caregiving fatigue. Both men and women confront enormous shifts at midlife, but the societal narratives offered to them have been deeply different. And in truth, both genders experience yearning, loss, and reinvention. 6. Midlife on the social stage. Standardized life paths. Here's another piece to the puzzle. The mid-20th century brought a standardized vision of life's trajectory. Graduate in your 20s, marry by your late 20s, have children soon after, work steadily until 60 or 65, retire, enjoy your golden years. This socially prescribed script was so powerful that deviations from it often felt like failure. So when midlife hits, when marriages strain, careers stall, children grow distant, we don't just grieve our personal losses. We grieve the myth we were promised, and that loss can feel devastating. 7. The economic pressure cooker. If the emotional and biological changes weren't enough, economic forces amplify midlife stresses. The 1970s onward saw shifts that impacted midlife dramatically. Increased cost of living, rising divorce rates, longer lifespans without guaranteed pensions, greater instability in job markets. Today, many middle-aged adults find themselves in the sandwich generation, caring for aging parents while still supporting adult children. The emotional labor is staggering. The financial burden is real. And the dream of a peaceful retirement? For many, it feels heartbreakingly out of reach. 8. Life begins at 40. Hope, reinvention, and renewal. So far, we've talked about why midlife feels so hard. But here's the radical, beautiful truth. Life can truly begin at 40. Matilda Parsons, one of the early 20th century writers, was among the first to declare that the best years start after 40. And she wasn't wrong. By 40, you've likely loved and lost, built and rebuilt, failed spectacularly, and survived. You are wiser. You are stronger. You know yourself in ways your 20-year-old self couldn't imagine. Midlife isn't just an ending. It's a sacred threshold, an invitation to live more truthfully, more courageously. 9. The American Dream. Revisited. In the 1930s, James Truslow Adams coined the phrase, the American Dream. The idea that life should offer opportunity and dignity to all. But over time, that dream was narrowed into something material. Bigger houses, faster cars, flashier success. At midlife, many realize that the true American dream, and perhaps the true human dream, is not about consumption. It's about contribution. It's about connection. It's about carving a life that feels right, not just one that looks impressive. 10. Redefining success at midlife. Success at 25 might look like climbing the corporate ladder, but success at 45 might look like working fewer hours, building deeper friendships, starting a business that aligns with your values, writing your first novel, traveling light. Midlife success isn't louder, it's richer, it's quieter, but infinitely more satisfying. 11. A call to hope. The best chapters are yet to come. If you're sitting here tonight, or watching this video, wondering if you're too late, let me tell you something. You are right on time. You have survived every hard day so far. You have learned lessons that no degree or course could teach. You have earned the right to build a life that fits who you are today, not who the world expected you to become. Midlife isn't a crisis, it's an awakening. Thank you for sharing this journey with me tonight. If anything resonated with you, if you saw a reflection of your own life in these stories, please like, share, and subscribe to Midlife Wealth Journey. Because here, we believe it's never too late to rebuild. It's never too late to rise. It's never too late to truly, fully live. I'll see you in the next chapter.